Uh, Hello guys, so this video we will discuss some miscellaneous concepts but which are also very important in understanding the overall market uh, scenario or the context, what we call. So and also the objectives of the market once an auction starts, right? So the auction is nothing but see once a buyer's imbalance starts, so it will have some objective to reach, right? The target to reach. So it could be reached in 1 day or 2 day or like some time, but there will be some objective for a market before it can end that auction, right? So that is one thing that we are going to discuss in this video, and so these are the concepts that we are going to discuss in this particular video. So we will discuss the failed auction concept, an 80% rule, the POC support, and new beginnings, right, and the neutral extreme days. So these are the concepts that which you should also be aware of, right? Because so when you're seeing the market, so you should also look for the scenario of the market which is currently in. So why failed auction is important is that so failed auction is nothing but the market had made a range extension on a particular day, right? But what it did is it failed. It failed over there. That means that it didn't succeed in making effort to go into that direction, right? So and what it did, so it reversed and closed somewhere higher or somewhere lower. For example, if it's making a range extension lower, then it reversed from there and then it closed somewhere higher, right? So when these kind of things happen, you should be aware of those particular scenarios, because from the point where that failed auction happened, right, you will see a significant move happening, right? So failed auction usually occurs along with neutral extreme days. I would show you how it happens. Um, for example, I'll show a particular example to you. I don't know if I have that example over here. Yeah. So if you see this particular day, so we had an extension downside, right? And by the end of the day, we made an extension to the upside, right? So normally, if market makes an extension, usually it doesn't do that. It doesn't really go and extend the opposite side range unless there is a significant force present over here, and they think that there could be something seriously wrong with us, and we should give some push to the market. That's when this happens basically. And what we call here is nothing but a failed auction, because we are getting an extension on the opposite side, and this also is called neutral extreme day. So this extension might not happen on the same day. That is why there's a difference between neutral extreme day and the failed auction. The neutral extreme day, it happens on the same day, that's why we say it neutral. But even if this extension fails here, and on the next day you see that the market extends range to the upside, right? And that's when a significant move usually starts, because a lot of guys would be shorting here, and from this point, so usually the target would be two times the average true range of that instrument, right? For example, if you take Nifty, if the average true range is 70-80 points, so you would take a target of this price plus 2 ATR, the two times the ATR. That means, for example, here the price is 11,085. So you would give it 11,085 plus 140, right? 11,085 plus 2 times the ATR means 2 into 70, right? 140. That comes to 225. So you can see that that target is achieved in 2 days, right? It usually can take t plus 5 days, right? It can take t plus 5 days to achieve that, but provided this extension is still untouched on any other day. So as long as this is untouched, right, and this extension is failed, then we will have that visit in the next 5 days. So this is the concept of failed auction. And these failed auction days and neutral extreme days have a very good implication on the market movement, right? So whenever these things are happening, you should be on the lookout for significant moves to happen. And also from the OI data perspective, if some guy is trapped on this particular day, right? If some short guy, big short guys, or big long guys are trapped on these types of days where there is a failed auction or there is a neutral extreme day, right? So those guys you closely track them, and unless they are exiting, so unless they get an exit, so the market will not go into give an exit to them, and it moves on continuously rising upwards until they make their exit. And that is one important concept I wanted to cover, right? So failed auction, it doesn't have any relation with neutral extreme days, but these two have one relation, which is a trapping of one of the guys. So the neutral extreme day also is similar in nature in that aspect, because it makes an extension on one side and it goes on to the other side to make an extension. And failed auction, it fails somewhere and then it moves, it creates an auction in the opposite direction, right? So that's the similarity between them. And this is when you should be looking out for very swing moves, right? Like very big moves on a time frame of 2 3 days, you would see like a very big move happening. And these moves happen because a lot of guys would have got trapped here and they're holding for exit, but that never comes, right? That's what that is one thing you should really put it in mind and see for these kind of setups, a failed auction setup and the neutral extreme day kind of setup, right? So the next thing is 80% rule, right? The 80% rule says that, so normally what the market does is like it tries to shift values upwards, tries to shift the values lower, and sometimes it overlaps, right? So whenever what happens is that, so whenever it is trying to shift the value higher, and for some reason that process of building value higher fails, right? And after that fails, for example, in this case, if you take, so here it was overlapping, it was trying to build value higher. On this particular day, it is failing here, right? So it's failing here. So on this particular day, if the value had to be built higher, we should have normally seen a range extension higher, right? So the value will be built higher only when the range is going higher. So here it overlapped here in this particular case. So when that effort is failed and we see an extension opposite side with good built-ups or imbalance, right? Then the objective of the market will be to fill the immediate value that is available. So in this particular case, the immediate value that was available is this particular profile, which is 295 to 155, right? And you see that here there was a selling imbalance at the top, right? And we made an extension here, and then you see exactly it fills this entire value on that particular day. So this is when this auction is said to be complete, because this value, it has failed to build a value higher, so it has filled the previous value. That is what 80% rule means. So whenever is the market is not able to explore a new value and try to create a new value, it usually fills the previous value, provided there is enough buying and selling which is driving that. Because so here there is an imbalance, that's why we are expecting the previous value to be filled. So otherwise, if there is no driving force for that, we would not expect that to happen. But if there is driving force, the objective will become the filling of this value, right? So that is one thing. 80% rule says that, so if, either higher or lower, if the market is not able to create that new value, either lower or higher, and it is getting an opposite activity, then it will fill the previous value, right? That is how the 80% rule is set up. And you could see this happen multiple times, like this is one example of it. And you note that, so once this auction is complete, there is no compulsion for the market to go down further. So what it does, it opens higher again. So nobody can prevent this activity, but this is just the objective, and this auction is complete. Only if a fresh selling comes, then again it happens, right? So again here once an imbalance comes, again it tries to fill the value, right? So what it does is either it fills the value or it at least touches the nearest POC, right? It can do both of those things. So 80% rule says that it fills the value, but if the force is not if the force opposite force is very high, like very high, then what it does is it tests the POC also. So here in this case even it extended the POC also, and it tested until here, but minimum objective will be that POC and previous value and the previous immediate uh, important POC that is there for the market to test, right? That is a bit this is one important thing. This is how objectives of a particular auction are decided, right? So one technique that we used to get targets is the IB, number of times the IB, but one more technique is this one, and this one need not come on the same day. It could extend on a different day, but this is one of the way which could tell the objectives of the market, right? That is what is the 80% rule, and the POC support as well, right? And the other concept that we have is new beginnings, right? New beginnings. So whenever the market is like uh, what you say, spending in a particular range for a couple of days, and when there is a trending move that is gonna come, it usually starts from the nearest POC. So, but in, for example, if you see these 4 days are in balance because it's more or less within the same range, and here we don't see a move from the POC occurring. So this is not a new beginning. So this is some move which happened, but again we are coming back to the POC again here. So usually, so it's not 100% thing, but new beginnings usually start with the POC. Maybe let's see in a Bank Nifty if we have some example of this. Mm, yeah. So this is the balance, and from here we had an imbalance, and this is POC. But here we don't have a classic example as such. Hmm. We don't have a classic example in these profiles that I have available right now. But you note that point that whenever there is a balance and we are creating some new move, look whether it started from the POC. If it started from the POC, the chance of it extending are higher. That's one more concept. So out of all these concepts, you have to be very aware of, and you should always be looking what could be the objective of the market and where it could reach, and also you should be having an eye for these failed auctions and neutral extreme days, and and the extent of sizes, the size of quantities that are trapped on that particular days, to figure out that okay, from here there could be a significant directional move that could come in. That's when actually they come in, and because they have trapped a good amount of money, and that's where the move starts. So these are also very important, and yeah, so these are very important concepts in terms of the market profile. So that I wanted to share these separately, and you should definitely see these particular concepts on live. You should apply these, and the way that it could help is it would help you decide the what where could the market go next, right? It would give you that idea, and it also gives you that information when a big directional move can come in the market, right? So those are the two aspects of information that you get from applying these particular concepts, right? So with that note, I'll end this video, right?